Hello YouTube, this is the Gamer Ninja here, and welcome to the next Pokemon of the week. The next Pokemon of the week, this time, will be Heracross. Now Heracross has always been a pretty popular Pokemon. In 2nd Gen, it was arguably the strongest bug type, second only to maybe Scizor. And even then, Scizor didn't get, Mega Horn. So, it really does. Heracross is ridiculously strong even today, and with the addition of his Mega Evolution, you get to see you will probably see him a bit more frequently now. I don't think that he's really a top tier threat just yet. There are just too many other faster threats running around. But if you see a Heracross, you should at least know what you're getting into. The ordinary Heracross is not exactly the most impressive thing, although that base 125 attack is really nice. It's held back by its pretty slow speed. That's basically the reoccurring problem with Heracross. It's just outsped. If it just had a little bit more speed, it would definitely be a top tier threat. But I digress. This is going to be talking about the 3 primary sets, 2 of which involve the Mega Evolution, and 1 of which is just the most common non-Mega Heracross you will see, both in OU and in UU. So, with Heracross's base stats looking respectable, that's not terrible. Mega Heracross just takes that incredible attack and just, it's base 185 now. It lost some speed for it, though, which is a problem. But it gained some defenses, which are really quite high for a Pokemon with that level of attack. And it's just a really solid Pokemon, no matter what. Nothing's gonna like taking anything from that 185 attack. And it's got a really nice ability, Skill Link, which is quite useful for amping up the damage even more, fishing for critical hits, breaking through substitutes. So let's look at the first Heracross set. Now bear in mind, this is for Mega Heracross, despite ordinary Heracross being shown. I mostly use this Heracross just to show the base stats of the original Heracross. The ability that we usually use with Heracross when we're using Mega for ordinary is Moxie, just in case we can come in and revenge something, like a weakened Aegis Slash, and then we just go Mega with a +1 attack bonus or whatever. As for moves, we use Pin Missile because, again, Skill Link makes this into a really, really strong move. Being able to hit 5 times. I've been trying out Arm Thrust, although you could still use Close Combat. You have great defenses, though, so I don't see a reason why you would want to cripple that too much with Close Combat spam. But the Close Combat power is nice. I personally use Rock Blast. Some people use Bullet Seed. It really depends on your team. I don't like Zapdos, who otherwise walls this set, so Rock Blast is all but essential for me. And Earthquake is because Earthquake plus Rock Blast equals Stone Edge style type coverage. And that's a lot of type coverage. And it hurts. And it's Earthquake. Now, the EV spread for this, max HP, max attack. You want to take advantage of your pretty decent bulk and hit as hard as possible. Not a whole lot else to say about that. Then we have 4 points in special defense. And that is just sort of there. You don't need it. And then we finally run an Adamant Nature just to hit as hard as humanly possible. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm so sorry about that, guys. My phone went off and it was a slightly important call. So anyway, as I was saying, Heracross is a really, really strong Pokemon no matter what happens. And, oh boy. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. My cat was starting to mess with stuff that really shouldn't be. Again, this set just hits hard. It's sort of like Conkeldurr. It just hits hard, takes a couple of hits, and nothing's gonna like switching in on this thing unless it's faster. Now, on to the second set. Again, we're using Mega Heracross here. And this is a bulk up set, and this sort of tries to make you a little bit more defensively based, and it works out pretty well. we use Heracross for obvious reasons. Skill Link because it's Skill Link, although you'll want to use Moxie on the original Heracross. And we use Pin Missile, Rock Blast because you have Skill Link. Why wouldn't you use that? Bulk Up, and now here's definitely where I'd like to use Arm Thrust because you don't want to drop your defenses if you're already boosting up their defenses. If you're going bulkier, then you don't want to compensate that bulkiness by just spamming close combat. Unless there is something you are really, really scared of on your team, and the only way you can kill it is using close combat. Again, we're running max HP, max attack, because having base 515 attack is ridiculous. There's no other words for it. All in all, this set takes hits pretty well. It has base 115 defense, 105 special defense. Those are pretty respectable. And while that base HP isn't the greatest, it's enough to get the job done. Now, this last set, you don't really see too much just because everybody is running around with Megas everywhere. And honestly, this is probably more of a UU set, but it's still a pretty decent set. And it can set up a sweep if necessary. This is a Choice Scarf Heracross. Why is that knockoff and not Megahorn? Okay, sorry about that. Choice Scarf Heracross is renowned as a UU threat. Obviously, the item is Choice Scarfed. The ability is Moxie because you have no way of boosting your stats. And nor should you be trying to boost your stats when you're using Choice Scarf because you'll just be stuck there boosting. And, as for movesets, I run Close Combat because Fighting Stab and Close Combat is going to hit a lot of stuff hard. Earthquake and Stone Edge because Edgequake, and finally Megahorn because Bug Stab hurts like a bitch. As for EV Spread, this is max speed, max attack, although you could run Adamant if you really want to, but you want to try to run as much speed as possible to outrun as many things as possible. The general premise is come in late, get a couple of early kills, and just basically Megahorn everything until it all dies as you become progressively stronger. All in all, the set's pretty self-explanatory, and it's still pretty effective, even with all the UU changes. So, give it a shot out if you're into the lower tiers. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, why do I have Scolipede here? Well, that's because it is probably one of the few times where I will say that, even with the Baton Pass nerf, you could still use Scolipede to set up and really wreck someone's day. Because it gets speed boost. Speed boost plus Baton Pass is immediately broken. Okay, not really broken, but it immediately makes it so that certain Pokemon can become viable if you use it like this. Scolipede can give Mega Heracross and speed boosts, and that would fix its one weakness. In addition, it can also give it a Sword Stance boost if you just really want to nuke everything repeatedly. And it also has some pretty decent base attack. I mean, that's not... Base 100 attack is not horrid. I mean, it's not base 155 or whatever, but it's still pretty high. And you can boost it even higher with Sword Stance. Alternatively, you could run Iron Defense if you want to make your Mega Heracross a bit bulkier. And basically just try pairing up Mega Heracross with a Speed Boost user and see what happens. I did this once, actually. I managed to get Mega Heracross with +4 defense and special defense and +4 speed. It was pretty much game over. And he was so upset because he had me until I pulled that thing out. But no, Mega Heracross, in short, is a really solid Pokemon. I don't think it's the Mega Evolution that Heracross wanted. I think it would have been better if it lost some of that obscene attack and put it in the speed. But I won't complain about it. It still makes Heracross a little bit more fun to play, other than just slap a Choice Scarf on it. Anyway, this is the Gamer Ninja. Hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. Have a great day.